Hi Aries, welcome to your August 2016 General Tarot reading. Raina, swishing around these cards, smushing them around, just randomly picking. Oh my goodness gracious, why do I keep getting that card even after I smush? Now I'm going way over here. Give myself some more room. And what we're going to do here. Whoa. Wands, wands, wands. Fire energy. Okay. Higher masters. Okay, let me just collect all these cards to get them out of the way. A lot of wands, a lot of passion, fire signs, maybe other fire signs besides Aries, maybe Leos or Sagittarians fitting into your life, maybe part of the dynamics, whatever's going on. This is a general, so it could be in your love life, it could be in your work, the overall energy. A lot of people going in a crossroads, decision time. Two of Wands, you know, what should I do? Should I stay? Should I go? I have the world is my oyster, but it doesn't feel like a pearl. The pearl is there. So a dilemma, it can, you know, it can relate to something regarding career matters. Maybe you're choosing between two jobs and you don't know. Maybe they're two great choices. Sometimes that's where the worst situation occurs, is you've got like these two great choices and it's literally hard to pick. If something's crappy and something's like halfway decent, then it's usually not much of a decision. So that's what I'm thinking. Could be two people. You know, it could be that you're choosing between two people. Let me look at the past. Five of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. I think, you know, for some people it might have to do with in your company or whatever you call a business and all that stuff, workplace. You're working your ass off and you're still having to beat back other people. That you're not being, you know, respected enough, appreciated enough, seen in that light, and you feel like it's not worth it. And sure enough, yeah, you know, I really feel that that might be, because then we have these two cards for the current position. The Ten of Wands, I think I picked that one first, and then the Eight of Swords. So that is, the Ten of Wands is carrying a burden, heavy load, and it can relate to, you know, working long hours and risking burnout. But sometimes it's that you're carrying the load that doesn't belong to you. So if someone is at a workplace, is piling all this work on you, and you're doing it diligently, and you're being very dependable, but they still are not, you know, promoting you you feel like you're being taken advantage of more than actually being treated as a valuable member of the team. And the Eight of Swords is saying, well, that's on you, that you have some sort of blinders on, which would have to do with a negative attitude. And you know, that's not typical for your sign. You have a very confident and kind of a can-do type of personality in general. The only thing I could possibly think of is maybe, you know what, maybe you were instigating some of this. This is like conflict. And Aries is very competitive. You are very competitive. And sometimes it can be taken to the extreme where you actually think that's an affront to you in some way, which is rather silly because people are competing because they want a piece of the pie. So it's nothing personal. And you almost like take it as some kind of like unbelievable affront to your dignity when you are very competitive yourself. So somebody's trying to compete with you, you are trying to do the same. But I feel that you're not feeling appreciated for your efforts. This could be in a marriage, in a romantic situation where you try and try and try, and it's just like the other person, it's never enough for them. It could be, as I said, there could be some kind of two people that are in addition to you as part of this. Maybe your partner is having an affair. Maybe you're having an affair. Maybe it's with an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And maybe you feel trapped, that you cannot get away from it. If you are the one that's being cheated on, you may be doing the heavy lifting in the marriage and in denial, refusing to see that this person is totally disrespecting you. And maybe you really love this person and you don't want them to go. Now, let me see, keep going. This is the challenge position. And this is a really good card, the Ten of Cups. Tens relate to families, and so this is like a family celebration and just joy. This could be marriage. So yeah, I think that some of you, your marriage is on the rocks. And this is what is happening. But you're in denial, some of you. And you're willing to, I said this to Scorpio. I just did Scorpios. And it's so interesting because both of you have Mars as a ruler, the god of war. But Scorpio also has Pluto. So Scorpio has two intense planets ruling it. And I was saying, with Scorpio, and I'd say the same with Aries, some of you may actually be masochists, even though I associate Aries, the lower nature of Aries, more with, bullying behavior. When Aries doesn't feel powerful, some of the lower expressions are, attitudes of trying to force your will on somebody else. But, depending on your personal charts, you may have Pisces. Pisces is right next to you, so your personal planets or a rising sign or a moon could be in Pisces, and that could affect your ability to perceive your personal strength. And so this Ten of Cups I read in reverse in the challenge position. This could be something that happens. It disrupted your happiness, and it could be a marriage that is not happy at the moment. And it could also be that someone came between your marriage. It could also be that you're afraid of, you would leave, but you're afraid of disrupting your family life. And that may be a block to you actually leaving. And then in the meantime, you're feeling very trapped. The higher message is the 8 of Wands. So if you've been really, slaving away and feeling in bondage, there's going to probably be some kind of event that comes in very quickly. You may hear news all of a sudden out of nowhere, and everything might just suddenly shift, and all of those problems will work themselves out. So have faith. This is a message from the universe. So maybe your angels, your spirit guides, telling you, don't lose it. It's almost over with. Okay, and then we have a card for you to, the attitude of this to adopt, or whatever the card represents. So maybe you do have a nice relationship. It's your career that's really like torturing you. This is saying take comfort in your partner right now. Your partner is here to help you. Maybe you've been working so long that you haven't been able to be with your partner very much. And maybe you should carve out time for that, because that person might help to restore your sense of positivity. But it could also relate to a Gemini individual, the Lover's card. It also relates to choice. So that's another decision. Maybe it's like, if you make whatever decision you need to make, and this might be during August, you will get rid of those problems. Now, it's not to say that everything might just completely fall into place and you won't have to think twice about it. Maybe you will still have moments of feeling a little bit unsure of yourself and what's happening, but overall, you will be a lot happier. Like, for instance, if you are being swamped with work because your boss is unfair to you, if you quit that job, and obviously that would only happen under certain circumstances if you have, funds, and, I'm not just saying everybody should quit their jobs, but if you have the ability to do so and you still are afraid of what if, just realize that you will be in a much better position. You will be full of relief. And, it's like some people, it doesn't matter how much money they have. They still feel insecure about what's going to happen if I don't do this. And it's like, okay, so you're willing to have known torture for possible feelings of being up in the air in between jobs. I don't know which one is the worst fate, But anyway, the advice is the 7 of Wands, so stand your ground. Be assertive, not aggressive. But don't allow people to walk all over you. Sometimes being assertive means saying goodbye. That's one of the best things that you can do, saying, no, I'm not doing this anymore. This is over with. I deserve better than this. And for some people, it might be saying, I need to have boundaries. I need to say, if you cross this line, I can't be with you. No. And really follow through and really know what is unacceptable to you. Because sometimes people can be an amazing mirror for us, and they can really, or just very penetrating, where they know what you really are all about, and they can call you on your stuff, and it's totally coming from a loving place, and it will actually enhance your life. But then there are people that just try to drag you down, and it's a totally different vibe. It's a totally different intention. So if you were to be mad at somebody who challenges some of your behavior or perceptions, and wants the best for you, then that would not be what this card is representing. This card is representing that you fight for what's right for yourself and fight for what's yours. If you're in a job where you are being treated unfairly and they're favoring somebody else, call them out on it. Don't allow them to take advantage. But you don't have to do it in a hideous way. You can do it in a way that is very empowering. The outcome is... Oops. This is great. 4 of Pentacles. I like this card. Because this is all about foundations. Firm foundations. So maybe it does take risk for you to get a job that you really love. Or if you really like what you're doing, but you're just being treated unfairly, to say, I'm being treated unfairly, and this is why. And I do not want to do other people's work. I want to be fairly compensated, which this card represents. Being, you know, having money to sock away so that you have, you know, financial security. This could be that you are with an earth sign individual. That's who you choose, or that's who you meet. And yeah, so that could be someone that it's not just an affair, it's somebody that you can have for a lifetime. The 4s represent firm foundations. So whether it be materially or in love. And so maybe love will come into your life after all, Aries. Sounds like it. Yeah, and you know what? During the first 3 weeks in August, the sun will be in your 5th house of romance. So that should be very good for you as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. So Aries, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like a personalized one, please click on the link below. Otherwise, have a great August. Bye.